Have you ever wondered why your Shopify store has gotten a shit ton of traffic and no sales? Well, if you have, this is the video for you. I'm Zach, I run Flax Marketing. We're an e-commerce scaling agency and we help e-commerce businesses increase their profits. People are getting a lot of visitors and a lot of traffic onto their website, but for some reason, these magical website visitors just aren't turning into high-paying customers like everybody wants. Today, I'm going to share some of the lessons that we've learned over the past few years that help us solve these problems for our clients at Flax. One of the first steps that you need to take if you're having this issue is to judge the quality of your traffic. It's possible that the issue stems from you having poor quality traffic from people that have no intent to actually buy something from your website in the first place. This type of traffic is cheaper and much easier to acquire for a reason, and that reason is because they have no intention of actually purchasing, and these people will purchase at a much lower or even a non-existent rate. To dissect this problem, you should look at where your traffic is coming from. Depending on where you want your buyers to be from, the goal for this section will vary. However, make sure that the traffic visiting your website is coming from a location that you actually want your customers to be in. As an example, if you're selling mostly to Americans, you probably don't want 80% of your traffic to be coming from Thailand. In addition, if you're running paid advertising, you should definitely check how your campaigns have been set up. What's the goal that you've set for the campaign? Because if you've set it for traffic, then it's no surprise that nobody is buying from your website. In most cases, at the time of filming this video, you want your paid advertising campaigns to be targeting a conversion objective. Now, if you look through all of your traffic and the quality of the visitors coming to your website and you determine that these are high quality visitors, these are people ready to get their credit card, slap it down on the table and give you all of their money, then the next issue is likely stemming from your website. That's good news because it means that we know how to fix it. There are two main issues that you might be suffering from. The first is that your website appears untrustworthy, and the second is that your product pages are set up poorly. So here are some of the ways that you can fix those problems. To increase the trust that a customer will have in your website, it's important to start with the big things. You want to have good branding with only a few colors. It's a good idea to limit your website to 2 to 3 colors maximum. In addition, you should have professional looking fonts. Now, 1 to 3 fonts is fine, but definitely don't use more than 3 fonts on a website. While you may think that those big trust badges will help people believe in your website and trust in your brand, the opposite is usually true. When people see that badge, it makes them question why you needed it in the first place. And most of the badges that dropshippers teach and tell you to put online are awful and will 100% decrease the percentage of people that buy from you. You would never see a brand like Nike with a giant guaranteed green McAfee secure trust badge on their product pages on their website. That's why it's important to focus on having a clean design and inspire confidence through professional branding instead of using all of these gimmicks. If you've concluded that you have a professional looking website with amazing branding, limited fonts and colors, and just an overall trustworthy and credible experience, then it's time to take a look at your product page. Your goal with your product page should be for it to have no leaks, which means that you don't want to give shoppers any reason to leave the page. This can be done by putting as much information on the product page as possible, obviously while still keeping it clean and on brand. For starters, you should make sure that you have, I'm not going to say professional, but high quality product photos that are taken from good angles. They don't need a $2,000 photographer to come in and take pictures, but they do need to be good quality, and ideally they show the product being actually used. Adding a GIF or a video to your product page isn't a bad idea either, especially if it shows somebody using the product. However, be incredibly careful with having videos on your website, as they will severely decrease load time, which is one of the biggest reasons that people don't convert. So ideally use a GIF if you can, or compress your videos and make sure that they aren't affecting your load speed. After that, making sure that you have reviews on your product pages is very important. There are tons of different review apps that you can use. Some of the ones that we've used in the past, Luke's, Stamped, Yotpo, and Vitals, although I would recommend the former 3. Last but not least, make sure that your checkout process is foolproof. You want to make sure that your payment processor is working and you're offering free shipping. For 99.99999% of businesses, free shipping is the way to go. Just add the price of the shipping into the cost of your product. So if shipping costs you $3 per order, then increase your product price by $3. If you implement everything I said in this video, I guarantee you that you will see an increase in conversion rate. And if you don't, feel free to DM me proof on Instagram at ZachTheOldham, and I will give you $100 to spend on ads. Now, if you have an ecom business that's already doing 10 to 15K a month in revenue and you want to scale to 100,000 a month plus, feel free to book in a strategy call with myself and my team, and we'll go over some of the things that you can do to improve right now. And we can also look at potentially bringing you on as a Flax Labs client. Have a good day, subscribe, and I'll see you sometime in the future.